Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So, where we last left our party, well, Strahd had kicked some of their ass. Valhalla had turned into a creature of evil, more evil, and everyone was going, what the fuck? Well, that's right. Spoilers in the episode. Just some spoilers. And B, I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee. And you're watching BridgeWater Knights. Oh, that is good. It's reached that perfect temperature. So, again, spoilers. Our party had touched one member of the party, Valhalla, had touched as many sarcophagi as she could before she failed her saving throw. I let her have, of course, as I mentioned before, I let her have advantage on several of these because she is already chaotic evil. But she was biding her time. And then after she kept touching them, I took that advantage away. And then she failed. And she is now a creature of evil. And she is out in the world. She's in Barovia at the moment. So, as the party are dealing with that, not quite realizing that she's gone, until the Lich goes, "Oh no, your friend is gone. Her soul has been overtaken by the vestiges. She is no longer your friend." They're like, "Well, I'm gonna fuck." So they're realizing that. They look up to see Strahd standing there with Irina, Ismark unconscious, and Desiree in his outstretched arm going. He goes, "I invited you to dinner. You never showed. You're coming now." And he takes Irina and leaves. Desiree slowly comes to consciousness. Not sure what's going on. Realizes the last thing she saw was Strahd. Looks down and sees the rest of the party standing with a lich beside them. And has no clue what to do because, oh shit, there's a lich down there. And is like, you guys okay? And they're looking at her going, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? Yeah, we're okay. Are you okay? So it was kind of a couple of minutes of, are you okay? And once they realize that and they're deciding what to do, Desiree is not going down there where they're at because that's a lich. Doesn't want to get experimented on. Someone comes up behind them. A tall, lanky fellow. Lean muscle. Thin. I think he's like 6'2", or 6'7", just freakishly tall and skinny. Bald. Beard that has grown out, almost neatly trimmed. Not quite neatly, but almost neatly. Dark skin. And his name is Damron. And Damron looks towards the party and goes, "Do you stand with Strahd or against?" And Clay goes, "We're going to kill that fucker." Damron goes, "Okay." So after a few moments of conversing, they have decided that, yeah, Damron's coming with us, and we're going to whip Strahd's ass. He has gone too far. We're taking the fight to him. He now has Irina. Shit's got real. Let's get back to town and get to Strahd's castle. We are going to hurt him. Ismark is in shock because his sister is now gone, and he knows he has no clue what to do. So they make their way back down the mountain, and take the cart as far as their wagon, which they had left at Selinka Pass, as far as they could by summoning an earth elemental to pull it. They pull that down. They get down. They cut through the woods, the Slavic woods, to get to Wizard of Winery. They talk to Davian, and he goes, "Yeah, we're going into town. You're going to need a lift. I can't loan you any more horses. I don't have enough. But we're going into Vallaki. Do you want to come along?" So they're like, "Yeah." So they get to Vallaki, where the guards are giving them the eyeball because of the shit they pulled the last time they were there. And they see one of the guards run off. They go to the Blue Water Inn, meet Urin, help unload. Clay takes a bath because Clay's been inside of Clarence for a while. Clarence almost starts to eat Clay, by the way, because Clay hadn't fed Clarence in a while. So anyway, they get fed up. They're having a dinner, discussing their plans with Davian, and while they're sitting there, Lady Fiona shows up and goes, starts talking to them. And they flat out tell her, "We're going to go kill Strahd. What can you do to help?" Basically, they ask her for help. And she looks at them flat out and goes, "Well, I guess our interactions are done, because I am not now, or ever have been, or will be an enemy of Strahd." And turns and leaves. So they start talking about teleportation circles. They'd heard something about a teleportation circle. I don't remember where. They'd heard something about it. In the process, they noticed someone nonchalantly trying to sneak out. And it's Victor, the Baronet, the Baron's son. So they decide to follow him back to his house. Once there, dun dun dun, they're let in through the foyer. Well, the door opens. There's three of them go to the back. Clay and Val are in the front door. They knock on the door. A maid opens the door, says, "No one's here." They're like, "Bullshit. We saw him in the window. We're going in." So they go inside. The Baron's still locked in a cage off to the side there. And he's like, "What are you going to do? Come make fun of me? You going to poke fun at the Baron?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're not messing with you. Shut the fuck up." They intimidate the hell out of the maid to tell them where Victor is. Victor's upstairs. So they all make their way upstairs. Some of them take the back stairs. The rest of them take the front. On their way up, they check the rooms that they had checked previously, plus two that they didn't check. Victor's bedroom and the closet. And they find the dude in the closet, chained to a wall. Damron finds him. Cracks the chains with the... Well, first, Damron kicks the door in with a nat 20. Shatters the door. Damron is, by the way... Not only is he tall and lanky and full of just thin, lean muscle, he's also a monk of the Lord. I kick ass for the Lord. So he's kind of like an abbot monk, like a Tuck, Friar Tuckish, but a monk. So kung fu monks, kung fu for Christ, for the Morning Lord. So, and he's powerful. I gave this is Damron is being played by the player that had Valhalla Reese. Damron is her new character, and he is a temporary Strahd character. So I allowed her, instead of making her start back over, I allowed her to do a temporary Barovia character starting at level 10. So we have a level 10 monk in the party now. She will create a new character once they get back to BridgeWater, but for now, Damron is with the party. So they make their way into the room. They hear movement in the master bedroom. They kick open the doors, and Strahd casts sleep again. So the movement they hear are the two mastiffs that are by the closet, and they hear that, and they hear a slump in the closet. While going into the closet, they find the Baroness passed out in the closet. By the way, the house has been egged and TP'd and everything else, so it looks like shit on the outside. So they're not in great standing anymore. So they put Baroness to bed. She is still asleep. The dogs are asleep. They go up into the attic and follow their way all the way to Victor's study. They get in there. The 6 cats are roaming around. The skeletal cats are roaming around. Victor's nowhere to be found. So they proceed to try to find out what's going on, start moving things around, and the cats start to attack. They start forming up like they're on the prowl, like they're about to pounce. And then the party proceeds to eliminate, a turn dead, a couple of whacks from the Kung Fu monks, some Eldritch Blast, some Scorching Rays. There was a lot of attacks that happened because the players won initiative. And also in there was an ice storm that Victor, who was invisible in the corner, did. They proceeded to beat the snot out of Victor. Almost killed him, but spare the dying. Then they started questioning him, and I forgot Desiree has a helm of telepathy. So when they started questioning, they got a lot of information about the teleportation circle he was building, and how he just nonchalantly allowed two of his servants to die because he tested it on them. That didn't sit well with Strahd. Strahd took his newfound sun sword and used it on a tied-up player, on a tied-up NPC. It was kind of gruesome. But with the combined knowledge of Desiree, who is a wizard, a bard who has access to various amounts of lore, and a warlock of the weave, who arcane is like his bread and butter, proceeded to study this teleportation circle and see the mistakes in it. By working in shifts, they were able to, over the course of the night, and I gave it a 25 difficulty, and they succeeded on almost all 3 checks. 2 out of the 3 checks, so they succeeded, but barely. But they have learned teleportation circle. They still don't know how to get into the castle. They decided to set up a tiny Leoman's tiny hut right there, and that's where we ended the night. But things are getting interesting. They're planning to assault Strahd next game session. I've got a lot of work to do between now and then, so I have to get to it. That's all I've got for now, ladies and gentlemen. If you like these videos, Please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like it, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Share the videos, tell your DM, the AMDM said so, because I need subscribers. I'm a lonely, lonely man. All right, guys, that's all I got. So go forth and roll some dice.